So I think we're done talking about Ultraman for now. We will be back in just a second.
You keep forgetting.
To talk about...
Timers.
No, I don't. I'm going to cut this out. I got the power of editing. What the fuck are you going to do about it? I didn't forget shit.
Ultraman 80, he came to us from the start. 君は誰かを愛しているか、それは生きてることなんだ。君は勇気を持っているか、どんなことにも負けない心を。遠くの星から来た男が愛と勇気を教えてくれる。ウルトラマン80、ウルトラマン80。He came to us from the start.
Hello, you are listening to Ultra Q, episode 113. My name is Red. I am joined by Mel.
Sticking out your yacht for the Noisler.
Yes, precisely. Yes. Very well astute observation. And not joined by Brad, so that's the bit we have this week. Brad will be back next week. So yeah, welcome to Ultra Q. We have got 3 more episodes of Ultraman 80 coming up in just a moment. After that, who knows what the fuck we're talking. I guess I've watched more Ghibli movies again because I've just been on my kick. All that coming. Coming up on the episodes themselves, we have the return of, I don't know about a favorite, but maybe after this week, a bit of a favorite. The Noisler.
Buff in the original source.
I know. Also coming up, we have, legendary kaiju from history. And proof we've got new competition for, top children in Ultraman this week. The children are really good. Takeshi's students are a danger. They, if you commit some kind of social faux pas, they will materialize nearby and start berating you. I'm a very big fan.
One of them does say something pretty out of pocket.
Yes. Just broadly, do you still feeling good about Ultraman 80 this week?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I think this is a good batch. Yeah. Well, if we have nothing else, we can go straight in to episode 7 of Ultraman 80. Which is called the Tokyo Silent Operation, featuring the Noisler. A Concorde-looking plane from Europe explodes while flying over Japan, and curiously, right before the explosion, all the noise from the plane went completely silent. Meanwhile, 4 students from Takeshi's middle school, Sakura, I have misspelled this name. I know I have misspelled this name, and now I can't remember what it's called. They formed a band, these 4 students, and the woman who lives next door to their practice room has called up the principal and vice principal and threatens to call the police about the noise if they don't do something. When the 2 head in to scold the children, they also find Takeshi jamming out on guitar. Back at school, they scold him for leading the students astray and causing problems for the school. Takeshi stands his ground, though. He says this is the first time these students have stuck with anything for a whole week, and developing this level of commitment will naturally lead to improvements in their studies in the future. He gets the go-ahead to continue with the band, but he has to find somewhere else for them to play. While he struggles to find a spot, Takeshi gets a call from UGM. A kaiju has arrived in Tokyo and attacked the Shinkansen. It's the Noisler. Takeshi has to give up the search for now and changes into his uniform. He notices something about the Noisler and calls in to the captain. Hey, captain, I'm pretty sure this one's reacting to the noise from the UGM aircraft. They call off the attack, and back at base they figure out this kaiju eats sound. It liked the sound of the plane and the train, but the sound of the UGM aircraft aggravated it. Would the kaiju calm down if all of Tokyo was silent? It takes some time, but Captain Oyama manages to enact the Tokyo silent operation. They make everything in Tokyo silent, and then float a UGM officer over with the spider shot, or whatever it's called in this show, in a hot air balloon. But before he can shoot, the Noisler seems to react to some noise.
Called a spider shot.
Yeah, Arashi and the spider. What does it have to do with a spider? It's called the spider shot. Don't worry about it. The Noisler seems to react to some noise. He heads in the direction of the noise. What could it be? It's the band. They got tired of waiting for Takeshi to find them somewhere, and they're playing in their usual spot, which is outdoors? I wouldn't, but okay. Noisler arrives and starts dancing along to the music because he loves this noise. The UGM attacks, and the Noisler starts fighting back. The band has to run, and Takeshi has to crash so he can turn into 80. Now transformed, 80 fights Noisler. Eventually, the color timer starts flashing, and Noisler calms down due to the frequency of this sound. He can't stand the sound of the color timer. Ultraman flies Noisler back to space. After school, Takeshi waits on the band to go play, but they say they're all going to go study together instead. They can worry about band stuff later. Takeshi comments that now they're too well behaved. The end. I'm a big fan of the Noisler now.
It's fun. Maybe it's more fun when it's reacting to like rock band student shenanigans and not some guy's weird space girlfriend who's dying.
Some guy's long distance call to his alien girlfriend, who isn't his girlfriend, by the way. He's just kind of acting like she is.
Well, yeah, because she's like, yeah, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I'm gonna die, and he's like, what? You didn't tell me that. You're supposed to be my girlfriend.
I also think like there's like a style to like the 80s suit that makes the design look better, where I think like the one they use in the more modern stuff in Arc, it's like weirdly smoother and brighter, if that makes sense.
Let me check out Noisler in Arc. Ultraman Arc.
Incidentally, because I looked up like trivia for Arc stuff, I like, Noisler's from 80. I guess we'll see it in 80, and so that was a secret I kept.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this Ultraman Arc suit is so boring compared to the original suit somehow. I think it just doesn't look lifelike at all. It doesn't look like a living thing. In the way that the original suit does. Like
this one looks like it has texture, whereas the other one looks like it's like a squeaky clean mascot style thing.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm a big fan of Noisler this time around. Especially, I think his fight with 80 is really good. It's fun. They do like this. He's about to hit Noisler with a beam, and Noisler like shakes his head like no, and then does like preps for sumo, and 80 joins in, and I'm like, oh, this is great. Love this shit. So yeah, I'm a Noisler fan.
I like how into being Bocchi the Rock Takeshi is.
He is loving it. He's just rocking out. When the start of this episode happened, I was like, oh no, this is gonna be the most cop shit in the world about like
me too.
Noise complaints stuff.
And then you get the reveal of Takeshi, and I was like, oh, okay, this is good actually.
Yeah, they're all Takeshi's in there. He's the one causing the problem. I'm like, hell yes, go Takeshi. What a guy. I quite like the justification here of like where he's like, no, listen, these guys just lack commitment. And, like, this is the first thing they've committed to for a week at a time. And, like, if they learn to commit to one thing, they can, that's a transferable skill. Which will help their studies. And I was like, I like this Takeshi guy. He thinks with his brain.
Yeah.
If I would nevertheless not, if I was in a band in, I mean, Britain doesn't have middle schools, but if I was in a middle school, I was in a band, I would be like, no, I won't let the teacher play the guitar for us. Are you fucking joking?
Yeah.
It's that's my job. We will not allow the teacher to be cool. Thank you. It's not allowed. It's against the law. How we feel about this episode? I'm quite a fan.
Yeah,
I like
it's fun. I like them being just be like, why are you chasing us?
Yeah. Oh, they like slump to the ground and they experiment. They play the guitar a little, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah. I like that we have a brief montage where it's like, yeah, Oyama had to like really go through some red tape, but eventually got it.
He was going like Pat Labor Goto mode. He was like, in like Pat Labor the movie stuff where he's like, talking with like big conference room, like, if anything happened to the Ark, would anyone complain? The montage of him like going around getting everyone the decibel levels of Tokyo down.
Yeah, we got like a decibel meter. That was fun.
Yeah, and then we've got the squad, the crew, the 4 students that are stick around every week, going over to Non-Chan's place and bothering her.
He's like, yeah, watching TV without sound sucks.
Yeah. There's like not necessarily loads to say about the episode. What else do I have here?
We have another non-lethal ending.
Yes, we do. We have another non-lethal thing. It's kind of, it feels almost unremarkable at this point. Is 80s just less of a vicious vibe? So we get him taking Noisler back into space after Noisler calms down, which, it's always nice to see. Maybe we're getting to see a glimpse of the Ultraman that, that we're supposed to see.
Yeah.
The Ultraman that helps people.
Yeah, something about hope or whatever.
Something about hope, something about protecting innocence. Yeah. Dreams for the future. Etc., etc. I once again have to look up who made this episode myself, because I did not ask Brad for it. Ultraman 80, episode 7. Which is written by Shigemitsu Taguchi and directed by Kiyosumi Fukuzawa. Both names we've heard many times. Yeah. And your stuff.
Special effects director is Koichi Takano. Noisler is sculpted by Cosmo Production, and the suit actor is Hiroshi Fukuda. The Shinkansen model in this episode is apparently borrowed from the 1975 Toho movie Bullet Train, which got a sequel last year, I think. On Netflix. So,
Nifty.
I should check out that original movie at some point.
The moment I saw that model train, I was like, hell yeah, we're breaking this shit.
Yeah. Imagine if you had a movie where you have a lot of famous landmarks, but you're never allowed to break them.
Yeah.
Movie. Could you imagine?
I'm hearing that's maybe the vibe with the series of movies you're watching these days.
maybe it was one of the its constraints.
Have you watched that first Heisei Gamera yet, or is that upcoming?
That's next month.
That's next month.
This coming month is the one that's contemporaneous to this movie, to the show.
I see. That's the last of the Showa.
Yeah. One of the kids in this band is Akira Okajima, played by Joe Nishiki. And his bonus from last week, have to check out this alien BAM prototype image.
What, this alien BAM? Oh, from last week.
Mm.
Yo! This is some, like, fucking Terminator shit.
Yeah. This
is great. There's a lot of details gone into this revolver.
Yeah. I think it's like he's very distinctly based off an American cop.
Yes, very visibly.
Which I think translates into the costumes they're wearing.
That's definitely like I'm gonna say one of my favorite episodes of this show so far, just because I really like episode 9's shenanigans. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
What else is there to say about this episode? We might be quite light on podcast this week, just because this is the show 80 years.
Yeah. I like how we've just kind of inserted the in front of Noisler at all times. Just natural.
Yeah, that's the Noisler. Absolutely. I hadn't actually considered that it's not the noise, it's just Noisler.
Yeah.
No, it's the Noisler.
Like a fucking Batman villain.
Yes, the Penguin. Man. The Penguin, both the Batman villain and what the Blues Brothers call the nun that they know.
I have not seen Blues Brothers.
Blues Brothers is good. I mean, you know, this is like a... Is that a John Landis movie? That's a John Landis movie, right?
I don't know.
I mean, because he's, you know, I don't like John Landis, but you know, am I thinking of some? No, yeah, he did the Blues Brothers, but you know, everyone else involved is cool. I say well, I'm not that confident. About everyone involved with the Blues Brothers.
John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, everyone's in the Blues Brothers. The Blues Brothers is like, all the time in the Blues Brothers, just actual like proper like blues heroes are showing up.
That's fine.
Aretha Franklin's in that movie. It's very good. I don't really have all that much to say about this episode other than that. I think that band is like weirdly good for a middle school band. Excuse me. I don't think you can actually play those instruments that good.
They really locked in for that week.
Yeah. Just this one week.
Yeah.
Well, if we don't have anything more to say, we can move on to episode 8.
Yeah.
Which is called The Legend Revives, featuring Tabla. I have a summary here. It goes like this. Hibino, the maverick archaeologist, warns 2 hikers not to hike in this mountain. It's dangerous. There's a kaiju in the mountain called Tabla. It will totally eat you. The hikers are like, no way, man. You're crazy. And then they immediately get eaten by the kaiju Tabla. Anyway, Takeshi and Kyoko are bringing their students to this mountain on a field trip. On the way...
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday. Which I'm not volunteering for that shit. 1, I have to record a podcast. 2, no way. On the way, they experience some comedy mishaps with Fashion making cookies but mixing up salt and sugar, and then Rakugo faking an injury when Fashion pushes him over for teasing her in a misogynistic fashion. When they arrive at the mountain, they meet the UGM boys and Hibino, the maverick archaeologist. Hibino is upset that UGM doesn't seem to believe him about Tabla, the ancient kaiju, so he tells the story to someone who will listen, a middle school science teacher.
Who is definitely not in UGM.
Definitely not in UGM. Hibino, the maverick archaeologist, shows Takeshi figurines and like hieroglyphs from 3,000 years ago that tell the tale of a great monster called Tabla who was sealed away in this mountain by a giant of light. Everyone's like, giant of light? That sounds like Ultraman. And Hibino, the maverick archaeologist, says, yeah, it does sound a bit like Ultraman, I guess. Takeshi reflects on the possibility one of his ancestors fought a kaiju here. No time for reflections anymore, though. UGM have stumbled across Tabla in a cave, and the kaiju causes an earthquake which splits open the ground. Kyoko and Rakugo fall down the hole, and Takeshi and the UGM boys go down after them. A second earthquake hits, and they all get trapped in a cave together. They start moving rocks to escape, and everyone remarks at Takeshi's unearthly strength, and he's just like, yeah, I guess it's the adrenaline. Haha, anyway. On the other side, Hibino, the maverick archaeologist, admonishes the other students for giving up on saving their friends and teachers before even trying. I have spent my whole life trying to solve the Tabla mystery alone, but you have each other. Together, anything is possible. Now let's move some rocks. Everyone except Takeshi is saved from the cave. He's trapped by a third earthquake as Tabla finally escapes its 3,000-year prison. Takeshi, safely trapped under rocks where no one can see him, transforms into 80. The 3,000-year rivalry comes to a head as 80 fights and defeats Tabla, destroying it with the Sukium beam. Later, Captain Oyama apologizes to Hibino, the maverick archaeologist, for not believing in his maverick archaeology. Hibino then makes one last observation. Takeshi, how did you escape? Ah, well, Ultraman saved me. And Hibino, the maverick archaeologist, points out that the last line of the text he's been studying mentions that the giant of light went mostly in the form of a human, and Takeshi's students laugh off the idea that their teacher might be Ultraman. In revenge, Takeshi says tomorrow will be a surprise test. The end.
I think it's pretty fucked up to, like, volunteer for a field trip on, like, the one day of the week you don't have school, and then your teacher on the field trip is like, by the way, we have a surprise test tomorrow.
Yeah.
But also, I think
first of all, it sucks to be the other students who don't know this.
Yeah. But also, I think it's really funny that he's like, he's just like, I don't want them pursuing this line of questioning, so I'm just gonna like give them a test tomorrow so they don't think about it anymore.
Yeah.
We need to talk about the fucking line where Professor is just like, to fashion, you're a failure as a woman.
It's so much.
Please
relax. Please relax. You're doing too much. She mixed up salt and sugar and made the cookies wrong.
Yeah.
I've watched loads of anime. That's clearly the most womanly thing you can do. If anime has taught me anything, it's that cute girl can't cook. That's true. That's a truth universally acknowledged. It's all the time, everywhere. Except the Symphogear girls who make that terrible non-beef stroganoff. They can clearly cook really well.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got random misogyny happening on the bus, as first of all, like, she pushes him down and he like fakes an injury with ketchup, and he admonishes Rakugo for this, but then gets up and turns to Fashion and goes, now Fashion, you have to stay calm because you're a girl.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Takeshi, come on. If Non-chan were here, if only.
Yeah.
This is kind of a rerun of like some ideas we've had in Ultraman in the past.
Definitely. Like there's like the extremely racist Bluso and Barati.
Yes.
I think there's another thing as well. Like there's like probably some other this kaiju team underground kind of thing.
There was Yeah, we've had like, I mean, first of all, the like immediate thing it reminded me of with like delving into the caves and seeing the kaiju in there was the very first episode of Ultra Q.
All right, yeah, Gomez.
Yeah, with Gomez. When that episode that gave us the wrong idea of who the main character of the show was going to be.
Nita?
Who the hell is that guy? But yeah, the Bluestone of Brady immediately came to mind when we got like the ancient giant. But then we also got like of like a 3,000 year flashback to humans who lived here when the kaiju was attacking, and vaguely kind of reminded me of that episode of Ace where they time travel.
Yeah. But I think that was also an element of the Barati episode as well. Just like there were people there at that point.
Yeah.
There's definitely like episode... there's definitely like playing with some old ideas in a new package.
Mm-hmm. This episode less racist than the Bluestone of Barati episode.
By a lot.
I'm not going to claim it's absolutely not right. I'm never going to claim the imagery of like ancient humans has no racism in it ever. But certainly much less. This is the regular, normal level, everyday levels of racism that permeate life.
Yeah, this is just like we're depicting hunter-gatherers in Japan, and not just
exactly.
We made a fake Muslim country. It's just really racist. That also so everyone is still Japanese,
so that we can be weird and Orientalist about them.
Also, there's a white guy here for some reason.
Yes.
His name was Jim.
Was his name Jim?
Yeah.
That's really I had forgotten his name. What was there was a white guy in the Bolton episode who had like a really good name. It was like Mr. Yesterday or something.
Yeah, I think it was Yesterday.
Yeah. The AG2 Baraya seasons of the Ultra series had like a weird amount of like prominence of white people in them. This is not me saying like, oh, if you're making something in Japan, everyone has to be Japanese. It was just like the man was a clear Westerbo, loved Europe so much.
Yeah. It probably helps they were also trying to sell it internationally, which they stopped trying to do for the 70s stuff, but
True. So yeah, I quite I thought this episode was perfectly fine.
Do you have any opinions on Hibino the Maverick Archaeologist?
Oh, on Hibino the Maverick Archaeologist?
Yeah.
Well, I know 2 things about him. I know 3 things about him. I know that he's an archaeologist. I know that he's a maverick. And I know that he has the fakest beard that I have ever seen. When he's turned profile, you can see where the beard connects to his face. It's crazy. I think Hibino's perfectly fine. There's like nothing like there's not like loads here or anything, but I think he's like a pretty good bit character in terms of I like his I like the vibe and aesthetic of his whole Maverick archaeology thing, where he's like he's kind of this conspiracy theorist guy with like, I've got this he's doing like fucking
I believe in this one kaiju in a world where there's precedent for kaiju.
There's precedent for loads of kaiju. I specifically believe in the legendary one, the legendary kaiju. And he's like, if you look at this that's got all the ancient writing on it and you hold it up, doesn't it look like the top of this mountain? And I'm like, oh, this guy is fucking this, in this show he's correct, but this guy exists in real life and he is not correct ever. But I thought it was fun. Nothing like crazy though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I was kind of a bit tuned out for this episode, despite how like the cave stuff is kind of neat. Just everyone being separated.
Yeah.
Takeshi just like lifting a boulder and everyone being like, "Oh damn!" It was really funny.
Yeah, I did like that. I thought that was a great moment. I think this show, just overall, is just kind of having fun with the identity stuff in a way that sometimes we don't have in these shows. Like him just being like strong when he's a regular human I just think it's good. I just think it's like it keeps the show punchy in a way that sometimes, something like Ace didn't.
Also, we discovered off mic where you had first discovered "Okay, I Believe You" and why I found it so funny.
Oh yeah. It was the fucking it was the Ace. You found it was the Ace episode where
Yuko
what's her
leaves.
face? Yes, Yuko leaves, and she's like, I found it. I tracked it down on the YouTube video, and I was like, it's like she's like, oh, telling the captain and the rest of the team, I was an alien. I'm from space. I have to go away now. And the captain's like, okay, I believe you. There's just no time left in the script. Otherwise, a honestly pretty good script
for what it's doing.
For Ace. For what it's, it was obviously we morally opposed to it. However, the actual it was pretty good. The whole like her complete lack of romanticism about the moon because she knows it's just dead rock.
Yeah.
Was great. Shame that they just reversed that. They just said, nah, it's not real.
Yeah.
There's a civilization up there.
Yeah.
We're not even going to stick to our retcon.
Yeah, it was just like interesting the context of folklore moon versus very recent lunar landings as a weird thing to do in an episode. So.
Yeah. Honestly, like thinking about it, it's a great episode. It's really annoying.
Yeah. It's just like maybe if it was the last episode, it'd be okay, but
yeah, instead it's the man. If that was the last episode of the show, and that's how like Ace went away, was that one of the pairing went away.
Yeah.
Instead of flying off to the land of light to go be Ace forever.
Yeah, I'm gonna execute this alien child.
Sorry, flying off to the land of light to go be Ace forever is just a really funny sentence in my head now. Would you like to know who made this episode?
Sure.
Directed by Kiyosumi Fukuzawa, written by Yasushi Hirano.
Nice.
I believe that's two episodes in a row by Fukuzawa. I think he's doing a good job. Like you said, the stuff in the caves I think is really good, very atmospheric. I think there's a lot of like old school vibes, like the old 60s vibes, to this big red eye in the dark, and then this like flashing light. I think it's good, very dramatic. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
This kaiju is like not necessarily like hitting for me. Or let me look.
I mean, it is just a dinosaur.
It's just a dinosaur. We have this problem on Ultra Q.
But this season's been pretty good about having not just dinosaurs. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is called Tabra.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't
on the wiki.
The
everyone has to pick one. Everyone has to. So, Super Aya Productions, please, I need you to exercise your authority on this matter. Just pick an English romanization for these characters.
His name is Rio.
And then his name is Ultraman Rio.
Yeah.
Ultraman Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, I don't know Portuguese, so I make a joke.
It's just the Jesus statue.
Yeah,
that's Ultraman Rio. Your stuff for this episode.
Yeah. Special effects director is Koichi Takano. Tabra, sculpted by Kaimai Productions, and the suit actor is Hiroshi Fukuda. apparently for the Land of Light, for the Giant of Light costume, my mistake. They took like a prototype 80 suit and put like reflective tape on it to get sort of the glowing effect. However, the tape kept peeling and had to keep reapplied, so by the time filming was done, the suit was no longer usable.
Damn. It's a good effect. I think the Giant of Light looks really cool.
Yeah.
Very good evocative image for like ancient Ultraman.
Yeah.
And this is kind of the first time the idea of other Ultramen has come up in this show.
Yeah.
I don't know how much crossover we're gonna get if that happens, but this is like the first mention of this idea of like other Ultramen, and Takeshi is kind of it's weird. I can kind of feel the clashing premises of this show here, where Takeshi is sometimes not written like he's a guy from the Land of Light. Like in this moment, I feel like he's maybe written like a human who's turned into Ultraman, and is thinking about, oh, there are, there was an Ultraman, there was my ancestor here a long time ago.
Oh, I just read that as like him being like, oh, there was another Ultraman like me. Just kind of thing.
I guess this is also true.
Because we all know, like, we're all very all up to date on how the familiar relations and the societal structures of the Land of Light.
Naturally, yes. Maybe. Everyone is kind of related. And also everyone is a soldier, except the women. The women are mothers. That's all they do. The poor, innocent, helpless women that fire spacium beams.
I wonder if the society was just militarized in the time of the old guy.
Man. Meeting an Ultraman from ages ago, and that Ultraman's like, what the fuck's up with your evil fascist society? What happened? Did something happen?
No, I understand. We did have to blow up all of the Jackal aliens.
You had to do what? Where have all the Boltons gone?
We took care of it.
What is this key for? Is it for like opening a door, like the door to peace? It's like it's for opening Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Because with the Land of Light and Kingdom Hearts is light.
Yeah. Exactly.
You were talking about the "Okay, I believe you" thing. I have never played a Kingdom Hearts in my life. I own the "Okay, I believe you" quote is just passed on to me from. Was
that Kingdom Hearts thing?
It's a Kingdom Hearts. Hang on. Kingdom Hearts. Let me find this. Here we go. This is I think this character is called Roxas.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's Roxas.
Oh wait, what is this from? Oh, this is not from Kingdom Hearts. This is from a video. This is from a comedy video about Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I understand now.
Yeah.
I have been quoting the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. My City Now, etc.
By accident. Yeah, exactly.
It can't be helped.
Shikaraganai. Sorry, demo. So, do you had your stuff?
One last one.
Go for it.
Rakugo, whose real name is Junichi Kitai, is played by someone who was actually called Junichi Kitai.
Oh, okay.
He didn't try that one.
Well, they never called him by his real name, so It's okay. They just call him Rakugo.
Yeah.
Yeah, this episode is alright. It's not like the highlight this week, but it's fine. It's cool. Up next, we have my favorite episode this week.
Oh, the Spider-Man episode?
The Spider-Man episode. Episode 9, The Airport is in Danger, which is a terrible name for this episode.
I guess, yeah.
That's not what the episode is about.
I guess technically there is a part of the episode where the airport is in danger as the set piece.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. Anyway. Featuring Gabishel. An oil-sucking kaiju is making its way from China, through Korea, and towards Japan. UGM have a plan, and they'll be ready when the threat arrives. Meanwhile, the vice principal is trying to set up Kyoko with her nephew, Yamaoka. This isn't revealed. The fact that this is her nephew is not revealed for a while. It's only when she actually goes to meet him at the end. Yamaoka is a professor at Sorbonne University in Paris. Paris mentioned.
Yep, finally.
He's going to be back in Japan soon.
And he specifically wants a Japanese wife.
Yes, he specifically want, which before it had been introduced that this was the vice principal's nephew, I was like, this is a French man who specifically is coming to Japan for a Japanese wife. So the vibe to me was so much more insane than what is actually happening. Which is already weird.
Yeah.
He's going to be back in Japan soon, so this is the perfect opportunity to marry a high-flying academic and be whisked away to Europe. Fashion, Professor, Rakugo, and Super are all like, damn, our teacher has some competition, and he's just too shy to say anything without a little push. So let's push. The squad succeed in getting Takeshi to ask Kyoko... Yeah, yes, they drag them together. The squad succeed in getting Takeshi to ask Kyoko if she wants to go on a date, and she says yes. They then cheer on Takeshi as he's leaving his apartment to go to the date, but then the woman from UGM, whose name I can't remember, shows up in plain clothes. She signals that there's an emergency, and Takeshi has to head out. But he can't tell his students he's in UGM, so they think he's betraying Kyoko.
Yeah.
They go meet Kyoko in Takeshi's place and tell her that he sucks and she shouldn't bother with him. Meanwhile, UGM is fighting Gabishel, the oil-sucking kaiju. Gabishel escapes underground and UGM starts tracking his underground filaments, is the word in the translation that is used. It's like a mushroom thing, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, Takeshi returns, meets Kyoko, and apologizes. She says she doesn't mind with a bitter smile, and she agrees to another date next week. She leaves, and Takeshi's like, oh good, she isn't upset. And then the kids show up to berate him for believing this. Later, Kyoko is urged by the vice principal to go meet Yamaoka at Narita Airport, and Takeshi, knowing Gabishel might be on its way to Narita, but unable to explain that, gets accused of jealousy when he says it's dangerous. Kyoko meets Yamaoka, who at first tries to flirt with the wrong woman. The kids are still in Takeshi's corner, though, and Professor pretends to be Kyoko's son. Yamaoka points out that if he's a middle schooler and Kyoko is 23, she would have had Professor when she was 10. And Professor retreats, and the rest of the squad calls him a fucking dumbass. It's about now. It's a really funny bit.
Yeah.
It's about now that Gabishel attacks, and Takeshi is on the scene to save the day. Unfortunately, he can't really save the day while the students and Kyoko are watching, but if he has to do it, he has to do it. He says a proper goodbye to them all, and then runs straight at the kaiju to transform. And luckily he's concealed by flames, so he's good. 80 defeats Gabishel, and the day is saved. Later, Kyoko tells the vice principal she won't be marrying Yamaoka, because she's already in love. Takeshi's like, I'm in, bro. I can't fucking believe I'm in. And Kyoko says, I'm in love with Ultraman AC, the way he fights so hard to help people. I'm forgoing romance for now. I want to be the best teacher I can be. That's my duty. And the kids gather around Takeshi and are like, bro, you are never going to compete with Ultraman. You are fucked. We'll help you, but you are fucked. Gambare sensei. The end.
Yeah, it's all one of these.
Yeah. I like the multiple layers of secret identities here.
Yeah.
Because he can't reveal he's in UGM, and he can't reveal to UGM that he's Ultraman, or anyone else that he's Ultraman. But And this just creates like these little nightmare scenarios. He's in the plane and looking at Gabishel escape and thinking, I mean, if I was 80, I could stop him from escaping, but like then I would have to leave. Yeah. I think this episode, man, shows that 80 has the source when it comes to this dynamic.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. Yeah.
Yeah. It's annoying how straightforward it is, honestly. Sometimes, because like
it's very straightforward.
Sometimes I'm just like, you read the summary, and I'm like, yeah, true.
Yeah, true. Maybe so. I wrote these summaries, and I was thinking these might be a little long. What I might do in the future for 80 is I might just keep the summaries like way shorter than this, and that means we can actually like talk about the episode more. But I think these kids are great.
Yeah.
They're little assholes. I love them. When fashion is like, oh my god, I can never fall in love. I've seen what jerks men can be, and walks off. And then the Rakugo and Super both give Takeshi the eye, like, she got a point, bro. I think she's got a point. And Professor behind him just like smacks him and goes, "You shouldn't hurt girls."
And then Takeshi's like, good. "Oh, my students taught me, actually."
My students have. Oh, I've learned from my students. That thing that teachers learn. I love them. I posted on Blue Sky. I was posting like the them yelling at him as he drives away with the woman from UGM, like traitor, playboy.
I think it feels like it'd be inconvenient to like for only the principal and none of his coworkers to know he's also at UGM.
Yeah.
I don't know why this stuff exists. To be honest,
no idea. Who could say? But I love fashion yelling, "Kyoko Sensei is way prettier," and Professor turning around and putting on his respect women cap to be like, "Kyoko, to the fashion, you can't say that."
Yeah, it's really funny.
Just last episode they were talking shit about her not being a good enough woman, and this episode like, fashion, you can't say that about a woman.
Yeah. We
have to protect women from women.
We're all trying to find out who's targeting women.
We're trying to find the guy who did this. Man. I like this dweeb that the vice principal is trying to hook Kyoko up with.
Yeah. He'll never be loved.
To be her nephew. Yeah. He's like fucking... He's like speaking like romantically to this random woman saying, "Oh, you're just as beautiful as I was promised." And then she just walks, "No, I don't know who you are." Kyoko comes up and says, I think you're supposed to be meeting me." And he immediately styles into like, "Oh, you're even more beautiful than I was promised." Nice save, bro. Yeah, I do. I love the joke of the fucking him like, little child. How old are you? You in middle school? Okay. So how old was your mother here when she had you? And Professor being like, shit. I cocked it up.
He's like, well, I tried.
I tried. While obviously it cops out because it's only episode 9, I do like the little goodbye he gives to all these kids and Kyoko at the end here.
Yeah.
What is the specific advice he gives? Let me track this down. I didn't write this down, so I'm going to pull it up right now. I think we need to determine whether this is good advice for these kids or not. Toku, Ultraman AC, episode 9, The Airport is in Danger. Let me go forward. Mute this. Okay, here we go. Super. Brush your teeth. So, yeah, he says, super brush your teeth. You've got too many cavities. Rakugo, you need to study science more. Professor, keep the class together. If you're Rakugo and Super, you gotta feel like shit when Professor gets that advice.
Akio, I can't believe you're such a coward.
I can't believe you're such a coward, Akio. And then fashion. Don't forget to be kind.
Just realized he said this to a kid that immediately just got discharged from the hospital.
You're a coward.
What do you say to fashion again?
To fashion, he says, fashion, don't forget to be kind.
Okay.
I think fashion has permission to be mean. She wouldn't be fat. She has to be mean. If she wasn't mean, she wouldn't be cool.
Yeah.
No. My main takeaway from this episode is I love these kids. I love them. Takeshi is just immediately like, oh, Kyoko isn't mad at me. And the kids immediately rock up to be like, you're a fucking idiot. What do you mean she's not mad at you? Are you stupid? Are you blind?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is actually, now that I think about it, the Kyoko sort of like responding to him with like that sort of strained like pleasantness. This may be a little new for Ultra, but this may be like a little more subtlety than maybe the kids watching Ultraman have been trusted with in the past.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I think for me, I'm here for the character drama between Takeshi and Kyoko. I'm like, oh, this is a good sign. This is a good sign for things to come. For now, let me check out who made this episode. Ultraman 80, episode 9. The title on the wiki is Airport Emergency. The airport is like right at the end and not really the... Written by our new guy, Bunpei Ai. Directed by Noriaki Yuasa. So yeah, this is like the main crew for this show.
Yeah.
Nice. Mal.
Special Effects Director Koichi Kawakita. Hey, a new guy finally.
Oh, nice.
There was a degree to which I was like, should I just be saying the same guy every time? And I looked it up. I was like, no, there's gonna be more guys. It's just this one guy had a run. Guy Michelle, sculpted by Cosmo Productions. Suit actor Takashi Yamazaki. This one's wild to me.
Okay.
Fashion, who seemingly, unlike any other character, has no other real name. She's just called Fashion. Anyway.
How is that... What?
They just didn't call her anything else in the script, I guess. They didn't bother.
I guess. She's just called Fashion.
Yeah.
That's just her name.
Yeah. Played by Midori Kuno.
Okay.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
Girls don't get names. They get vibes.
Yeah, I guess
they get gimmicks.
I guess so.
I nevertheless am in support of Fashion. Fashion is cool. I like it when she yells vindictively. She's not as pretty as Kyoko Sensei. Yeah. I'm like, hell yeah, get him. Well, do we have anything more to say about this episode of Ultraman 80?
It's a good drama episode. I guess this it just goes to show what happens if you actually make a Ultraman show where you try and, I don't know, give them lives.
Yeah. you have a cast and you give them like lives to live, and they have opinions about each other, and I like the kids who are like I just like it that they're supportive of they like this idea of this pairing, but when Takeshi fucks up, they're like, you fucking bro. You suck so much.
Like imagine if in Ultraman Blazer Gento had an opinion about his son.
Imagine if his son had an opinion about Gento. I'd love to know what Gento's son thinks about Gento.
He didn't know.
He didn't know. He still doesn't know.
He was just like, shut up, like, I'm busy. I'm really scared. Nah, don't worry about
it. It was completely absurd. Got to the end of the movie and had the big reveal that, like, he didn't know. And I was paused for, like, 15 minutes, stun-locked by the idea that he did... what do you mean? What is wrong with you people? I couldn't believe it. Gento is my hero, kind of, not really. I hate him.
The dark hero.
I love him. He's my dark hero.
Really funny. That was specifically the one modern Ultraman we started with.
Yes. This one's gonna have a dad in it. No, it's not. No, it's not. Show me the dad in Ultraman Blazer.
He's got a bracelet.
Where is he? He's got a bracelet. He hasn't got a son. He's got a bracelet.
Didn't you tell me that, like, in the movie when they do the clip show at the start, the bracelet shows up before his son?
Yes, I mistakenly posted that his son doesn't show up in the montage at the beginning because the bracelet showed up first, and I immediately went to Blue Sky. Or Twitter, one of the two. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Anyway, man, Ultraman Blazer's stupid. Well. We've managed to get an hour out of these 3 episodes of Ultraman 80. Yeah. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think we've done a good job.
Yeah.
Just the two of us. Mel, color timers.
Yeah, episode 7, 2 minutes 48 seconds. Episode 8, 2 minutes 25 seconds. Episode 9, 2 minutes 32 seconds. So far, it's been, with one exception, pretty good.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, now that we're done talking about Ultraman, we can talk about anything else right after this little break. I'm gonna tell you right now. The Misato theme from Evangelion is not showing up the next time I want to use the Misato theme from Evangelion. I'm using the kind of similar vibe track from the Karekano.
Oh, good. Soundtrack. Because that's
really good.
That's it. I was like, if I edited the podcast, that's what I do.
It's really good.
And I did in fact use that for the. I think I used a track like that for. I used a Karakano track for the first Gamer episode for outtakes.
So. It's a good soundtrack. I'm a fan. Wow.
Well.
Oh, we're back. Welcome back.
We're back.
Talking about anything except Ultraman.
Yeah. Fuck Ultraman.
Fuck Ultraman. What are we... Ultraman. Get it out of here. Ultra podcast. 113 episodes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of episodes.
Yeah. not counting all the other not episodes.
Not counting all the other episodes about other Ultraman stuff.
And not Ultraman things.
And non-Ultraman things. So, who wants to go first? What are you doing? What have you been up to?
I got a few things. I don't have much to say about this one, but read along with Shelf by Genre, Brown Girl in the Ring as one of their last post-apocalypse books. That was nifty. Mostly because it's like post-societal collapse, specifically set in Toronto. And so I'm like, oh, I know this play. I know this play. I know when it's putting out locations.
I'm in this book.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, Dundas. I know that place. Book name dropping in Tobacco. I'm like, yeah, I know that place. Weird.
Nice.
Weird regionalism. Also, it's like interesting because like Afro-Caribbean characters, and that gets looped in like. There's like sci-fi elements, but also there's like fantasy, I guess you could say, in the form of like Caribbean religion / magic. It's a prominent part of the plot. So it's neat. It's nifty. It's interesting. But I don't have too much to do. I was just like, oh, that's a neat little book.
Cool.
And also not that long, so.
Well, that's always nice.
Yeah.
You know, I'm continuing my Earthsea reread, and I'm like, damn, this is great. You can blink, and the book's over.
Yeah. I have also in the past week managed to check the box off like major pillar of gaming that I haven't really engaged with, and now I'm like, oh, I beat one of these for the first time.
Okay.
I finally beat my first Zelda game.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Which Zelda?
The Legend of Zelda on the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Oh no! Oh, this is what you... She's doing it.
So yeah. I.
Now you're ready to play Binding of Isaac.
Well, that's not happening.
No.
I already have all the Northern content I want anyway, most of me.
Yeah. I assume you played this with a guide?
Kind of. It was
only kind of. I'm impressed.
It was a stream where I had my friend Kayam, who's a big Zelda head, as like my co-pilot, basically.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's cool. That's a good way to play Legend of Zelda. I haven't played it, but like I've watched Let's Plays of it.
So there's some degree of like
this seems so difficult.
He was directing me in some directions just because like it's easy to get lost. It kind of is just an open world game in 2D.
Yeah,
that is just...
there's a lot of stuff in there that's like ideally this would be the only game you play for like weeks.
Yes, I was like playing it. It took me like 8 hours in total because it was like 2 4-hour sessions. But, yeah, it's pretty nifty and cool. I'd say I can understand why this blew people's minds in the 80s. Very expansive. Apparently, I took to the puzzles more than my friend expected. Like I was just kind of figuring, I was figuring some shit out in the dungeons. Like they weren't as hands-on with the directions. There was one there's one dungeon that's like in a lake and you have to play like a flute to summon it. But most of the lakes are like have these like fairies that give you hearts. And I was able to intuit before we got the hint that there was a dungeon there. I was like, oh, maybe this might be a dungeon because like every dungeon entrance room has like a single enemy, and this place has a single enemy. And he was like, I knew there was a dungeon here, but I didn't notice. I didn't put that part together.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I was like, some dungeons are kind of some things are a bit bullshit. Like, oh, like how am I supposed to know which wall I'm supposed to bomb? I guess, but there's some guesswork you can do. Not a whole lot of save states being used. In some part, there's just like there's some really annoying enemies. In which case, I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna fucking, There's only I have time. I have time. I'm worrying about it, so I'm not gonna bother too much. But for the most part, didn't abuse them too much. There's definitely what was I gonna say? It's kind of annoying that no matter how many hearts you get, you always, when you die, revive with 3 hearts. That's annoying part of the game. Because then you're just like, because when you're full health, you got the sword beam, but like, if you revive with just 3 hearts out of 10, then I'm like, well, fuck, this sucks. But you know, there's no like game over. It's like you keep your progress even when you continue. So, sometimes game feels bullet helly in ways you don't expect. I don't know how to describe it, but
yeah.
The ladder can be annoying as a fucking navigation device, where it's like, oh, I stepped 1 tile onto this pool of water and I can't move now because you know it's not built. I don't know. Just like there's some annoyances, but overall it's like a pretty neat, nifty game. It's very cool.
Sick.
So we'll see how this goes. I guess the last thing I have is last night I have finished Dear Brother, the anime.
Oh, the anime.
Yeah, the anime.
That's a famous one.
Yeah, it's like, what if the guy who directed the Rose of Versailles anime came back like a decade later to adapt a completely different manga by the Rose of Versailles mangaka. That was also
with kind of the same aesthetic.
Yeah. It's weird because the manga is both from the 70s as well. And also it's like apparently only like 3 volumes, and then this is a 39 episode show, so they really
yes. Until, you know, for a long time I just assumed this was a 70s anime. And then at some point I saw it in motion. I was like, wait, hang on. This is different. Yeah, something's going on here.
Yeah. The gap between it and Rose of Versailles isn't as much as you would think, but at the same time, you know, time has happened in between.
It's weird that like Rose of Versailles is like 79. This is like what year 91. Is this? 91. So yeah, 79 to 91, not a long way, but it is somehow still 3 decades. Yeah.
Like, it feels like 3 decades, even though when you look at the actual like years, it's like, well, this is just like barely over a decade.
This is 12 years.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rose of Versailles, absolutely a 70s anime. This one, absolutely a 90s anime.
Yeah. And it shows in the style. Jizaki really likes his postage stuff, watercolor stuff. Maybe a bit too much in this show. It feels like sometimes just like this is a scene where it's like every other frame. I'm like, I think you could calm down a little bit. But this one's a bit like, I want to say it's like technically lower stakes because like, instead of being the French Revolution, it's girls at a not a boarding school, but at a high school, a rich high school. But unfortunately, that just means that everyone's fucking crazy. Yeah. The framing device is that Nanako, the main character, for whatever reason, she had this substitute teacher at a cram school she just kind of liked the vibe of, and so she was like, hey, can I be your pen pal, and also I'll call you Onisama?
Okay.
And so that's why it's Dear Brother, because like she's the framing device is she's writing about all the stuff that's happening to her at this fucked up not boarding school. I keep saying boarding school, but she's not boarding school. She goes home. It's just a rich school.
Mm-hmm.
At this rich kid school, to this guy, who there's weird soap opera stuff that also ties into family stuff. There's lots of really bizarre soap opera shenanigans happening in this show. Especially because Nanako is like wrapped into the school sorority, which not a good place to be. But the status though, and definitely at the early start, like I think I started this within like a day or so of also starting with a friend like the original Aim for the Ace, and I'm like, damn, it's kind of funny how this is kind of the same show at the start.
Okay, yeah.
But does go off into wilder directions as like multiple different women with mental illnesses and problems all have their soap opera plots colliding in various ways. And all kind of like involving like the sorority is like, oh man, this is like your ticket to high society and everyone wants to be in it. But why me, the normal girl, why am I in it? What's up with that? What's up with all of these people?
What is up with them?
What is up with them? And yeah, it's I won't get into it too much because I think it's like one of those things where like, you know, don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
And I know that Brad wanted to see it. I presume you want to see it at some point.
Yeah, this is right up my alley. I was to the point where everyone started watching it when I was in the middle of watching loads of other stuff, and I was like, rude. Hang on a minute. Warn me first.
The one that had me screaming was when I was like, you know, because I've been watching along with Ghost Divers, obviously, but like I'm watching on like the free feed, and meanwhile, Emma's trying to keep up with like the Patreon feed in advance of the episode's recording. So it started talking about episode stuff happening on GGP before the relevant episodes were even recorded. And I'm like, no, why would you do this to me?
So yes, I have been carefully avoiding everyone talking about Dear Brother because at the time when everyone started watching it, I was like, I'm already watching 8 million anime. Yeah. You have to... Why would you do this? How could you do this to me?
Yeah.
They did not do it. You know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Show sounds good.
Yeah. I will say that the last 4 episodes seem to unanimously, including by me, to not be accepted.
Damn.
I'd say it's like Dear Brother's like 35 episodes of like, damn, this is the wildest, best show ever, and then 4 more episodes at the end of like, I could have done without this.
I see.
I don't like what they did.
It happens.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's pretty good. On the whole.
Cool.
One of these girls just fucking looks like Alucard from Symphony of the Night.
Okay. Is this Saint Just,
or
is that another character?
Just.
Yeah. That's the one character I know of from this show, just from the images.
She loves doing drugs. It's her favorite thing.
She loves... Officer, I simply like doing drugs. It's not a problem. I just like doing it.
There's a fucking part in like episode 3 where Nanako is like running crying and bumps into Saint Just, and she's got fucking the pills she has in her pockets just go flying like she's fucking Sonic the Hedgehog.
Has anyone edited that with the ring sound effect yet?
I did.
Oh, fantastic. Yes, very good.
Like my Blue Sky isn't alive at the moment, but I can like share you the the Twitter version.
Oh, you're still on. Does this mean you're seeing the bit that I've concocted for our episode posts?
No, I haven't really been on Twitter. It's just more that like Blue Sky deactivation is
like it's gone. Yeah, Blue Sky just has a lot of missing features.
Well, no, Blue Sky deactivation is like it's no time limit. Whereas Twitter, if it's like, oh, you deactivate it for like 30 days and then your account's gone, and so I'm like, well, I guess I'll just leave my Twitter account alive.
I see. Let me find this. The first episode I posted with the fucking he came to us from a star in all caps, and then the rest of the post. Last week's one started with he rode a train up to a star, and then the rest of the post. So I'm gonna see how long I can keep that shit up.
Yeah.
Wow. Dear Brother sounds good. I should watch it.
Yeah, I'm just fucking trying to find
when I have time. Maybe that should be my Thursday show, on account of the fact that I axed my Thursday show. I axed Ancient Magus Bride for being fucking boring.
Yeah. Well, this show's not boring, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the Ancient Magus Bride manga is good. The Ancient Magus Bride anime was just dull. I was like, I can't believe everyone loved this.
That was definitely one of those ones where I was like, should I watch that at some point? And now I'm like, nah, I'm fine.
It's not fucked up enough. It's not fucked up in like he bought yes, every now and then a character points out, he bought you, but the vibes just aren't right. He's not scary. He's too nice. Anyway. Okay, I'm now watching it. Okay. The fucking excellent drugs go out, Sonic ring noise.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Good work.
Thank you.
Needed to be done. Well, the stuff I've done is maybe less exciting. My Ghibli journey continues. It's taking a break. I'm pausing right now because up next I've got From Up on Poppy Hill, but I'm like, I don't want to watch that right now. I don't want that to be the first Goro Miyazaki movie I see, because that one seems like the good one. So I would rather watch Tales from Earthsea and maybe Earwig and the Witch first. But I get half an hour into Tales from Earthsea, and some stuff that happens in the third book happens, and then a character called Theru shows up, and I'm like, oh, you're from Tehanu. I know you're from Tehanu, and I know that this does not match up very well to the Earthsea books. However, stuff from the books is just happening. So I am not gonna watch the rest of this movie. I'm gonna pause. Come back to this later after I've read the rest of Earthsea, because
the only thing I know about the movie Tales of Earthsea is that everyone who watches it is like, why did he stab his dad?
He stabs his dad right at the beginning. I have heard people talk about the fact that the fact he stabs his dad is completely unexplained. Who knows? He's a weird, violent. He needs the sword. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But Aaron from the third book stabs his dad.
Yeah.
And takes the sword. But now it's like a magic sword that can't be drawn most of the time. He does use it to beat up some slavers.
Well, I mean, if you can't draw it, that's a problem if you're animating it.
Yeah. Well, true. Very true. You're so right.
Yeah.
I did watch what's after Howl's Moving Castle? Ghibli movies. I know I watched Ponyo, and I know I watched Arrietty. Those might be the ones that come after. Let me see here. Spirited Away, The Cat Returns, Howl's Moving Castle, Tales from Earthsea. Yeah, because I skipped Tales from Earthsea. I watched Ponyo and Arrietty. Arrietty's like a Borrowers movie. I didn't know it was a Borrowers movie. Did not know that. But
I don't know what the Borrowers movie is.
Oh, the Borrowers. So the Borrowers are like this. There's like a 50s novel about the Borrowers.
Okay.
English novel. They're these little 6-inch tall or 4-inch tall people who live in your fucking walls, and they survive by quote unquote borrowing things from you. They steal from you, but it's fine because it's amounts that you won't notice that just go missing. You don't need all that. They need to live.
Yeah.
And there's a little borrower family living in the house, and Arrietty is the daughter, and she's she's always been told you can't go meet humans, you can't talk to humans. If you see humans, danger will come. And then she meets a human. The movie happens. Meets a human. There's some danger. There's some peril. Mild peril.
We love peril.
The original book has major peril. Has like exterminators come to fumigate the walls or something. Not here. We don't want to scare the kids like that. Not like the 50s. But it's, Ariette's all right. It's all right movie. It's like new director, right? It's not a Miyazaki movie. It's not a Takahashi movie. But who cares? I watched Ponyo. Ponyo's a Miyazaki movie. It's like the Little Mermaid type thing, but like for 5-year-olds. It's really good. I like Ponyo a lot. There is not much to say about Ponyo. It is just a very well-made movie, and I think it's fun. I think the simplicity of it is like to its benefit. Howl's Moving Castle has a lot of moving pieces. Maybe if Miyazaki had less moving pieces and just made a fairy tale story, it would be a good movie. Turns out, yes, that's what happens, and Ponyo is a good movie. I like Ponyo.
Nice.
It also just looks better than the rest. It's good. Like by like Howl's Moving Castle, there's like all this realism going on, like all the time.
Ghibli.
And like there's a degree.
Trying to create a portmanteau of Ghibli and Ghibli in my head, but it's not working out.
Yeah, Ghibli. Studio Ghibli. Here we go. Yeah. Like Howl's Moving Castle has a degree of like ufotable like effects going on in it that is like so weird. It's like I don't think Howl's Moving Castle is like a great looking movie necessarily. I think Ponyo rules. It's got all these like really nice background art that is very clearly not realistic at all. It's like all these like very curvy cupboards that have been very sketchy, and I think it's really nice. This is a good movie. I like Ponyo a lot.
Nice.
It's also not very long.
Nice.
It's like an hour and 40. The other thing I did was I watched Gigi Marin's 3D debut this morning.
Oh.
She's the best to ever do it. That's all. I just everyone's been posting about it. I would go into bed last night. I was like, I should watch this, and then my internet died, and I was like, well, I guess I'm watching it in the morning, and it was really good. Thank God for Gigi Marin.
Cool.
That's it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been rereading Earthsea because I reread A Wizard of Earthsea like last year or something, and I started up Tombs of Atuan. I'm already halfway done. I was like, I'm just reading it on a train, and it's like, I'm like, wow, this isn't gonna take any time at all. And Tombs of Atuan's good. Good news from the 80s.
Yeah.
The Tombs of Atuan, good book.
Yes.
I do think it's funny that this book takes the position that Tena is indoctrinated, but Ged simply has an education.
Yeah.
I'm sure from what I have heard, maybe Tehanu has some thoughts about this sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I'll get to that this time. I didn't last time. For some reason, I just stopped at the farthest shore and just didn't read Tehanu for years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Earthsea's a good time. Well, we might be kind of done a bit.
Yeah.
A quick one today, but that's quite alright. We got like nearly an hour out of Ultraman.
Yeah.
So we've done our job.
Yeah.
Do we have any emails?
We got one.
Shoot.
From Kat.
Hello again.
Hello. She told me that in hindsight she should have given the subject line "What the hell happens in my go," But the actual...
what the hell does happen in Maigo? That's a very good question.
But the actual subject line is, so begins the long and storied tradition of people wanting to have sex with Ultraman.
I see.
Hi, catching up at last in this week's trio this time. I also thought 5 was incredible. So much cool miniature and suit work, cool lighting, and really well written episodes support it. Everything in it looks so great. Not much to say other than that's fucking Toku Baby. Definitely the highlight of the trio. 4 was alright, but did really drive into the do you get it? This alien mother and child are like Super and his family thing. But this is a show for babies. But I do love that...
It is a show for babies. That is true.
I do love that it's a consistently kinder, less militant-minded Ultraman who's chill to help catch out that needed. And then 6, I got what they were going for, but the execution made Takeshi come off as a dick. The kid just came out of surgery and he just him down for being a coward in front of his friends.
Child, I gotta tell you right now, I ain't your pussy.
I'm gonna give a lesson in front of the class of why you're full of shit.
Everyone, gather around. I need to tell you about the bullshit that your friend has been telling me.
At the class reunion 20 years later, everyone's like, oh man, Takeshi was the best teacher we ever had. And Aki was like, I don't know, not me.
What the hell are you talking about?
Also appreciate the history book discussion in that episode. We'll have to add that one to my reading list. And read, if you're interested in a different perspective on the Crusades, the book Streams of Gold, Rivers of Blood. Parentheses, a good general history of the Middle Byzantine period. And it's a really interesting chapter presenting the First Crusade from a Byzantine perspective. Them trying to treat it like a regular military expedition with more than the usual number of mercenaries and things get right out of hand.
I mean, that's definitely the vibe. Yeah. That sounds interesting.
Anyway, this week's episodes. So it was really fun. It's the freaking Noisler, baby. I really like Takeshi rocking out with the kids, but like conscientiously. What are you say?
Sorry, I was just going to comment that Kat has also got the memo that we are referring to the Noisler as the Noisler.
Yeah. And the ending having out, hey, it's possible these kids are too well behaved. He wants to jam. He wants to rock out.
Yeah, he not only that, he thinks it's good. He thinks it's good for the kids to rock out. He didn't just do it so they would study. He thinks it's good to have a hobby.
The Silent City and Hot Air Balloon Sniper were great set pieces, and again, it's nice to see this Ultraman finding a non-violent solution. 8 meanwhile has what feels like the show's first Leo level turbo misogyny moment, which I guess is a coincidence of the revolving writer carousel. Like all of the hashtag gender and 80 so far, while constrained by the values of the time, feels like it's coming from a well-intentioned place. The men need to learn to be okay with not, quote-unquote, getting the girl. Takeshi might be upset about getting thrown by a girl, but he does get thrown. And even the episode, or the idea of men needing a woman in the house to look... a woman in capitals. In the house to look after, it ended with the male characters resolving that they don't and will take care of themselves so she can live her own life. But the whole scene on the bus really had me groaning the entire time. Society.
all the like kind of like, is this? Am I giving this show any goodwill? I don't know. And it's like, maybe not. Yeah.
Which is a shame because the rest of these episodes were pretty good, and I would have liked it if he cut out those like 2 minutes. Then 9 felt like a return to forum classic, quote-unquote, troubles of juggling multiple identities bit, and I do enjoy it. I actually seriously think this might be it for him. We might know there's 4 episodes, but he doesn't. Also, all feeling a lead false superhero is hardly new. It feels kind of much for Brink Brain when it's a building-size alien. You can some weird grunts and laser beams. Get it, girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Falls in love with Ultraman.
Yeah. Minami did that with Father Ultra.
Oh, she did. That's very true.
I think that definitely happened.
Man, that definitely happened. Father of Ultra definitely cucked Hokuto.
Yeah. Do not ask his how son. This relates to any family dynamics.
Yes, please do not ask if Minami counts as his daughter. Under no circumstances must this topic be broached. I think we just I think judging by the fact that they're all constantly I'm with the brothers, with the Ultra brothers and stuff, and like all of this, I think we have to accept that all the Ultra beings are kind of related, but also there's no incest.
Okay.
I think it just doesn't work. I think it's just fine for them.
I just find the narration pointing out the troubles our hero's triple identity is causing to be pretty funny. At a certain point, you might be being an UGM is hindering you as much as helping you if it's stopping you turning to Ultraman and fighting the monster. Then again, I guess being a member is usually how he finds out what threats in the first place.
Yeah, it's an interesting push and pull.
Yeah.
I think this week we got. I think we're getting good like UGM involvement in the like the whole like hot air balloon thing and like silencing Tokyo. I think we're getting good like UGM doing stuff.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like winning the day or anything, but like they're doing stuff.
Yeah. P.S. I mentioned this on Blue Sky, but it looks like Super Eye is uploading on YouTube. Continue to add subbed episodes of 80 per week, so I'll be able to keep up that way without having to wrestle with technology any further for at least a few more weeks before you guys overtake them. So that's cool.
Yeah. And it's the like we were saying last week, it's the same subs we're using across the board. I double checked.
Yeah.
So it's all good. Wow. Thank you for your email.
Thank you. For your email.
I was like, is she going for it or not? Did she leave it after the thank you? I don't know how long the pause is going to be. I've been owned. Well, that might be it for the podcast. We managed to get 90 minutes, I think. I think that's impressive. Considering the type of show we're watching, I think we've done a good job.
Yeah.
So, if you want to follow the show, you can do so on Blue Sky at Ultra QUEUE and on Twitter at Ultra_QUEUE. I am on Blue Sky. I am at Red November. Mel, your plugs.
Hi, you can send an email at ultraupod@gmail.com. Also, we have a copy, UltraQ Fund. And Brad is on places as Be Invoked.
That he is. He will be back next week. That is right?
Yeah.
Excellent. Brad will be back next week. We will be getting his thoughts on the last 6 episodes. He will be writing a written essay about each one.
Yeah.
And returning it to us, and we'll read it out for the rest of the class. So I hope he's pleased to learn this when the episode releases on Thursday, if he listens to it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck.
You have 3 days.
Yeah.
That is going to be it. Goodbye, everyone. We will see you next week for 3 more episodes of Ultraman 80.
Later.